Hello, crafty peeps. Welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ish Kristyn. Today I'm going to be kitting up a round drill kit. This is Sunlit Fields by Diamond Art Studio UK, and the artist's name is Reid. I'm pretty sure that's how to say it, and if I said it wrong, I apologize. I am garbage at names. This is a round drill painting. Like I said, it is a 50 by 60 centimeter kit, and apparently this is one of the old ones. I did discover something as I was putting the stickers on the labels. The label stickers on the containers. Yeah, yeah. You knew what I meant, right? You did. You're smart. And maybe if you've done an older Diamond Art Studio UK kit, this won't surprise you, but it kind of caught me off guard because at first I was thinking, oh man, I got to cut these all out myself, which not a big deal. I know how to use scissors. But then I went to take this one off and the symbol comes off and the sticker came off. So for example, the sticker, the symbol, and the label. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I didn't know that was ever a thing. So what I did, and this is something you can also do, like if you have an older kit from Diamond Art Studio UK, or a kit where it doesn't come with stickers, or maybe you lost the stickers, or it's a budget kit and you don't have it doesn't come with any stickers at all, and maybe you cut the legend off. What I did was I turned it over to the back and I used some double stick tape. I probably got this at Michael's or Joann's, probably Amazon. I know I've purchased smaller rolls than this at Dollar Tree, and I put a row down the back of the labels right there, and then I cut the rectangle with all the labels out. And then I just kind of peel back the sticker back a little bit and then cut the labels and put them on my containers. So as you can see, they are completely intact and they do come off. I mean, they're not the sturdiest, but they will work. So if you've ever had a kit where you don't have stickers, or the stickers are not stickering, this is what I do. Beautiful image. I did pull out some ABs from my stash, and I might try substituting some, maybe in some of these places. Not really sure. I figure I will just put them in containers, label them, and put them next to the proper color. And if I feel like, hey, I should try this, I will. And if not, well, then it's just one extra step that I decided to do to make things harder on myself. I don't know if this canvas is going to take a crazy long time because there is a decent amount of color blocking. There is some little, I don't know why I would call that confetti. Some people might, some people might not. But I don't think it'll take a long time. And I'm here for that. I like that. I like a quick finish sometimes. All right, let's get started. So I did take all the drills out of the plastic sleeve because I had already messed them up. And then I put them in order in here. Let's see. Okay, but I did already mess. Well, I didn't exactly put them in order properly, but it's okay. Let's see. So I do have a 208 AB as well as this 208. Oh, excuse me, Munchy Puddin' Trashy Catty. Pardon me. So what I am going to do is I am going to write the number of the AB because it's 208. I'm going to attempt to draw the symbol. I mean, I know it's purple, but still. And then what I will also do is put a little color on there. Just so if I see it and I go, oh, hey, I have a substitution for that, We'll see if it works. It might not work. Let's see. And these are acrylic drills. Apparently now their rounds are resin, which is lovely. So hopefully, because these are acrylic, there won't be any static. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Oh my gosh, the sun just literally went down. Let's see. And I am not going to put all of those ABs in there because, I mean, look at that. That's more than enough. And I am going to just put all of these special drills that I use to the side, and then I will put them, you know, back. And for right now, I am just going to put the special drills in there next to their counterparts. Yes. All right, so we have 307 and 333, and then this one I did not find an exact match for, but I found one that looked close, so I will, again, do that. All right, 307. Okay, and that was the cat just jumping on the table. Thank you for that. There are a few colors that probably will need more than one container. Not a ton of them appeared to be super, super thick and chunky though, which is lovely. Let's see. So we have, oh my gosh, this tape is thick. So for this one, I'm going to draw the arrow, and then I'm going to write 3837 on there. Then I will mark them. And you have to make the sound effects when you do it, just in case anybody was questioning that. And when I do this, I'm kind of just winging it. I might not replace all of one color with ABs. I might just put in a few highlights. I don't know. I don't really know. We will see. We're gonna figure this out. Sometimes you get the urge to maybe experiment or try something different. You never know. Okay, so those. I also did. I didn't think I pulled out that many ABs, but maybe I did. I was not fully paying attention while I was doing this. Let's see, H and 699, because that is indeed 699. And before I forget, I hope everybody is doing awesome, well, and amazing. Yes, I do. Oops, didn't mark it. See? Oh, that's what happens when you don't do things in order. There's that. Come on. Okay, and I'm going to put a few more back in there. Just so I have a visual reference when I put them away of which ones those are. So those ones up there. And then I will at the end go and, you know, organize everything. 722. I am curious, how many days in a row do I have to eat, you know, like healthy before I start feeling, you know, like extra amazing? Because I've had salad 3 days in a row, okay? So I feel like maybe I should be, you know, having superhuman something by now, right? Okay, this, oh, number 1. Oh, that's an awful number 1. Wow. Okay, I'm going to draw a line there, and then 725. Whoa, that looks awful. It's okay. So 3 days in a row I've had salad. Crazy sauce. Okay, 726. Do the proper one first, and then do the special drills, Kristen. Okay, right. So, yes, I'm just hoping that I don't regret eating salad 3 days in a row, because Normally my body is not used to that many vegetables. It's a lot of roughage when you're not used to that much roughage, you know? It's a little rough. Haha. Put those there. Put you there. Okay, 7, 3, 3, 7. Okay, so this one is the next one that has special drills. I don't know how old I was. I think I was almost in middle school before I ate salad. You know, like actually eating salad. I was a very, very, very picky eater. Very picky. Salad was on the absolutely not. I'm not trying that list. And then one day, one of my friends, they went, I don't know if we went out to a restaurant or something, but they had like Caesar salad. And I'm like, no, weird. And they're like, just try it. You know, so I'm like, fine, I'll try it, but I'm not gonna like it. And I actually liked it. And I was shocked. And so then that was the only salad that I would eat. I would not eat any other salads because, you know, Caesar salad was basically just, you know, croutons, cheese, and lettuce. But then I would actually try it with chicken or something. Okay, I should have taken that dryer sheet out of there. It's okay. Just put a few in there. Don't need the whole bag. Not the whole kit and caboodle. There's that. Let's see. We got 809, 823, and then I was thinking maybe 820 for 823. I don't know. Maybe not. I feel like once I'm working on the canvas, I will get a feel. Because I was kind of thinking maybe just around the sun area. But then I did pull out some various blues and green ABs. I don't know. I'm not a professional. Okay. There. This is a black square. Black square and 820. 820. 823, right. Yep. Just gotta make sure I'm doing it right. And I will put a link in the description box down below to Diamond Art Studio UK. I don't know if this kit is still available or not. If it is, I will put a link to the direct kit. And if you would like to save yourself 10%, assuming there's not a better sale going on, obviously, you can use my code CRAFTYISH10 and save yourself 10%. And I will earn a few little affiliate points. And then once I get enough to do a giveaway for a actual, you know, full-size diamond painting kit, I will be doing that. Okay, put those in there. They didn't fit in my container very nicely. So rude. Okay, there's that. I pulled out a lot of these. Wow. Okay. I was not thinking I got that many ABs, but maybe I did. I'm gonna run out of freaking containers. Oh my goodness. Okay. Pause. All right. I have a few containers that I literally just took their sticky labels off of, and I will use some of these little Elizabeth warts because I would like to use some of the bigger ones for the colors that I know are going to need more than one. Let's see, this one is the equal sign, and 893. When I don't have my nail saver because I wasn't going to use Elizabeth Ward's. Oh, goodness. I'm a mess. well, that's fine. I barely had any of those. We're going to put those right there. And then we have 906 and 906. What symbol is that one? It's the tree symbol. Oh my goodness. Tree 906. There we go. Not many of these in the ABs, so that might just be something you sprinkle. Sprinkle in the highlights. Oops, I didn't do the thing. Do, and let's also do these. There you go. And move that. Put those there. There's that. See, I took the children bowling by myself last week. That was interesting. Everybody promised that they were going to be in good moods, you know, not get mad when they're not winning, you know, be happy and encouraging the rest of the family. Nope. 907. That was a lie. That was a freaking lie. So, yeah. I think we were one bowling roll in, and the first wave of anger hit because people wanted to get strikes the first bowling ball they throw. I'm like, are you a professional? No? Okay, well then it's probably not gonna happen. And then of course, you know, when someone gets the first strike, me, they are not happy because they did not get a strike, you know. So then when someone else gets a strike, well then it's even more annoying because then they're frustrated that they didn't get a strike. It's like, can we just have fun? Can we just have fun and, you know, not make it stressful? But apparently no. Apparently no, we cannot do that actually. So that was not really how I wanted to deal with the bowling. And then, so then one kid's mad and frustrated and, you know, I'm hungry. And I said, I told you people to eat before, you know, before we left the house, right? Because I was not going to spend a ton of money on food at the bowling alley to bowl for, you know, two games of bowling. I'm not going to do it. I said I would buy $6 sodas, which literally makes me want to cry inside. But I was trying to be nice. But it was my fault, Mom's fault, that children stayed up late and that children got up late, so they were not able to eat breakfast and lunch before go bowling. Yeah, it's my fault. Like, I'm sorry. So naturally we almost couldn't bowl because we were just perishing from hunger. Luckily a protein bar, even though we ate a protein bar in the car on the way there, that wasn't enough. So a second protein bar at the bowling alley and a little pepperoni stick, that was okay. Just like, oh my gosh. My husband texted me after a little bit after we got there, and he's like, how's it going? I'm like, you don't want to know. And he goes, oh, it's that good. I'm like, yeah, it's that good. That good. So then the other kid gets mad because, you know, people are having fun and, you know, one kid's not mad, so the other one's going to be mad. And then I was like, I literally will just go sit in my car. I'm done. I'm freaking done. But we made it through the two rounds of bowling. Oh, thank goodness. Go over to the arcade, and with this summer bowling pass that I got, you get $5 in arcade points on everybody's card. Well, if you've ever been to an arcade, $5 is nothing. You know, it's maybe a few games and that's it. Well, poor Sassy Lassie, she put money into this big, what do you call it, claw machine. She wanted to win this big stuffed something. I don't remember. It was like a boba tea or something, human sized. And she was so mad that she didn't get it. Because she's like, well, I grabbed onto it and then it let it go and I almost had it. And, you know, we were trying to explain to her that those games are not meant to let you win. They're to take your money. But no, she's like, no, it was different. I was almost had it. I almost had it. You know, I was so close. Like, okay, yeah, but there's videos out there that explain exactly how those games work. Nope. Like, okay. So we ended on not the best note. And then, you know, because she was trying claw games, those don't give you the, what do you call it? Oh, I wrote the wrong number. The points where you can redeem it for prizes, which, sorry, the prizes are not that good, but, so she had, I don't know, not even 50 points. And the little machine with all the prizes, you know, spins, and of course all the cooler looking things all require a gajillion points. And what she qualified for was something you might get out of the quarter machine outside the grocery store, you know, back in the olden days. And she's like, I gotta get something. And I said, why don't you save the points? And so the next time we come, maybe, you know, maybe you can redeem the points then. No. She's like, that's not fun. I can't do that. I'm like, well, but if you do that, then you might actually be able to get something, you know, that you want to get. Nope. I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, okie dokie. Whatever. Okay, where is 963? Did I already do 963? No. Oh, it's right here. I was going to say, I thought I had one more. Oh, of course, I need to cut some more stickers because of course I need to cut some more stickers. I was not fully prepared. Okay, two more. Yes. So it was not how I wanted bowling to go. Not even a little bit. I just, like, why can't we just have fun? You know, why can't we just go and, you know, maybe we're not winning, but we're still happy for the other family members who maybe got, you know, one good roll. You know, I don't get it. I really don't freaking get it. Ugh. So, of course, you know, we're driving home and it's later in the day than I would like to be on the road. Of course, I don't want to be on the road anyways, but driving home and there's traffic and, you know, oh, when are we going to be home? Like, I don't know, in a while. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, what are we having for dinner? It's like, dude, I need to get home first, you know? I need to get home. It's like, seriously, people. And then I made the mistake of not planning dinner accordingly. I should have done what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to make stuff out of the freezer to use up, you know, stuff in the freezer before it goes bad. Well, I did, but I was not thinking, hey, you're going to be out and it might be stressful and you might not be in the mood to, you know, like cook. So yeah, I decided the few days before that I was going to make a pork loin that was in the freezer. And I'm like, that'll be easy, right? Just put it in the oven, set it and forget it. No. This pork loin would not freaking cook. It was taking forever. And then we have this little, you know, meat thermometer thing, as we do. And I, you know, stabbed it into the pork loin. I'm like, why are you not cooking? And then I basically, when I tried to take it out, I broke the meat thermometer. And it was at that point that the language exploded out of my mouth. And I was just like, blah, 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 blah. And then my husband texts me and he's like, how's it going? And I sent him a picture of the meat thermometer. I was like, he goes, oh, it's that good, huh? I was like, yeah, it's that good. It's that good. He's like, you're batting 1,000 today. I was like, I really do feel like I am, actually. I'm doing great. But oh my gosh, I was like, why? Why today? Why today meat thermometer? And then I'm sitting there going, I don't have a backup meat thermometer. How am I supposed to know when this stupid pork is cooked? Because I don't trust myself to, you know, to instinctively know that it's fully cooked. Yeah. So it took longer than it should have taken to cook. It's just, it was a day. I was mentally done. I'm like, okie dokie. How about everybody go into your room, play some video games, watch something on your iPad, just because I need a little bit of quiet time. And the next day, I had planned to take them swimming because I'm a glutton for punishment. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I got to do some really, nice things, and we got to be going places, and we got to be doing stuff. So I took them swimming, and that actually went amazingly well. Amazingly well. I was a little annoyed that the open swim doesn't open until like 2 p.m. Which I'm like, could we go in the morning? Morning would be better for my brain, but okay, fine. So we go to the open swim, and we got there, and when it started, there was one other kid there. That's it. One other kid. Some people kind of came and went as we were there, but for the most part, there were maybe max 15 people at in the pool at one time. So they were excited because obviously, the more people that are there, then the more people bump into you and all that jazz. But we were trying to sell Sassy Lassie ongoing because they used to have, they don't have it anymore. They used to have a water slide that goes down into the deep end. And because both my kids know how to swim, even though I didn't teach them, which still freaks me out a little bit, but I'm glad that they kind of picked it up on their own, they can go in the deep end. And so they were really excited, to go on the slide. Slide wasn't there. And then there's usually, like a big inflatable something or other. Well, that wasn't there either. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I look like a filthy liar right now. But they did have fun. They played together nicely, which is always good when, your kids have somewhat of an age difference. Went on the diving board a few times. Well, more than a few times, really. And man, I feel bad for these lifeguards. I'm telling you. Because there were kids who, they don't listen. They do what they want to do. And hang on, I got to look and see what symbol this is. Symbol 2. Kids running. When they say no running, no running, no running, they blow the whistle and the kids don't listen. And the parents, if they just drop their kids off, they're not there. Or the parents are in the area where I was, they're not listening, telling their kids to listen. If my kids were running down there and the lifeguards were, telling them to stop or whistling, if they weren't listening, I'd grab them and I'd be like, you're going to get out of this pool if you don't listen. There's a reason they do that. It's for safety. So, yep. So that was a thing. And so they were super tired, which I'm like, I have a great idea. Let's have everybody go to bed on time tonight. It wasn't a selfish request because I wanted to go to bed on time. No. I was thinking of the children. Totally thinking of the children. I'm just glad I brought them 2 towels each because then I realized, you are soaking wet and you have to get into my car. Oh, yeah. Oops, that was dumb. But they were fine. It's like 5 minutes away, so it's not that far. But then, then it's like, well, everybody has to shower. and both of them want to take a longer shower than the other one. So they're both going, well, you can go first. No, you go first. Oh no, you go first. I know you want to wash yourself off first. No, no, you. Because the one who goes second, in theory, could potentially take a longer shower. They both like hot showers, which I don't blame them, so do I. So there were some timers set, so there was enough hot water for everyone. And then, once again, the magical what's for dinner question. I'm like, we're eating out of the freezer tonight. So stuff that is frozen and can be put in the air fryer. That's what we're having for dinner tonight. Oh no, I think it was actually grilled cheese sandwiches, because they wanted grilled cheese sandwiches for lunch. And I was like, no, because that's what we're having for dinner. Because I learned my lesson from the pork the day before. Not making complicated fandangled things after we've been out all day. Nope. So 2 of 345, 3845. 2 of those. I'm going to say that maybe just one. 3845, 3845, 3845. We'll see. It might take 3. And I don't feel like I have to take them to go do a bunch of expensive things during the summer, you know, but I'm sitting there going, well, it's not really nice outside, and I feel like maybe I should go somewhere. Yeah. It's the parental guilt. Every once in a while, it gets me. And I give in, and I'm like, yeah, we should do that. So, I mean, I remember when I was a kid, we had a pool pretty close to us, and they would have, you know, open swim at night. And my friend and I, our moms would kind of take turns. So like one of them would, we lived next door. So one parent would drive, and then one parent would pick up. And we would always convince, you know, oh, can we go to Dairy Queen afterwards? You know, because we're starving to death, you know. You got to have a ice cream cone or a blizzard or something after you've gone swimming. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's potentially the law. I don't know. But that's also back when they would have like the peanut butter parfaits sometimes in the summer for like $1. Now, I don't even know how much one is, but I'm pretty sure it's not free, because nothing is. I was actually texting with Mushmellow over at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting. Go check out her channel. I will have it listed in the description box. She's got a whole freaking summer's worth of content right now. And I had said that, you know, we got blizzards for something, I don't remember what, and a medium blizzard for us was like $7.50. She's like, we can get a large blizzard for like $4. And I'm like, what? How? How is a large blizzard that little of money, you know? But it's just, cost of living different places is just ridiculous and stupid. So, all right, I am going to organize these. What I am going to do is I'm going to put numbers first, then letters, then symbols in color order. And since people seemed to like the fast-forwarded thing, I'm going to try that again as to not bore everyone to tears.
We have T. Put those over there. We have no U, but we do have V. And we have X. Okay, now we gotta go by color. Color, color, color. Color, color, color. Color, 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 color. Put them by color. We got the pinks. Pink, 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 because they are superior, because they are the best color. Yes, they are. Then we have green, green, green. No more green. Now we have teal. Another amazing color. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Teal. Then we have light blues. Light blues. And blues. Blues. That is a overflow. That's overflow, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's put overflow up there. So we don't confuse me more than already I am. Then, oh, this is green. Green. You snuck out. I can't believe you would do that to me. That looks like a white symbol. No, that's a pink. Ah. Okay. Pink. You go back in the pink, friend. Okay, pink. Those look kind of whitish. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm failing. Fail. Oh, purple. How can I get the purple? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Are we good? We're good. Woohoo! Here we go. Okay. There we go. Everybody is in order as much as they're, gonna be, obviously. So we have numbers, then we have letters, and then we go from pinks to red to orange to yellow to green to teal to blue to purple to grayish, and then off-whites. There's no white in this kit. It's kind of surprising, actually. It's all right. So that is Sunlit Fields by Diamond Art Studio UK. Again, if you want to save some money and you want to check them out, you can use my code CRAFTYISH10 for 10% off. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I put these drills in their little containers. It was nice to have no static at all. That was amazing, even though I did have to go back and grab some more little containers. If you don't forget something, are you really kitting something up? I don't think you are. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. If you have not, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, hearting, farting, doing all the things. And I will see you again very, very soon. Big awkward hugs. Bye, guys. Okay, you're in my way. You're in my, no, you're in my way. It's nice catching up with you, Duncan. Seriously. Ugh, it's pain in my ace. My ace. Pain in my butt. Ooh, look at that. It's gonna be so pretty. Got my helper. Boop. Such a goober. Let's try this again. Oh, that was a mess. Everybody needs a nose boop. You guys did so good. Boop, boop, boop. Anybody else? Boop. Good job. Good job, team. Good job. Who's ready for a nap? I am. You don't get to nap, Kristyn. Ha ha. Funny.